Hey guys, Cyber Dragon here, and I just got out of school not too long ago and ate something, so give me a moment. Okay, yeah, so this is part, I believe, like 4? No, 5. Yeah, it has to be 5, most likely. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, because I know some YouTubers who are wrong when they do this type of stuff at times. Even though I just literally looked. But yeah, so last time we left off after the, sports festival. Mina just confessed to Deku, and they're officially dating now, so yeah. But also, quick question to all of you. Why is there some weird view counts on certain parts I'm noticing? Like, part 9 has more than part 8 of Sub-Zero. Then it also goes with the Taskmaster series. Someone please explain that to me, because I'm confused as all hell how that happened. But yeah, speaking of Taskmaster, I will be recording part 7 of that on Wednesday. And Star-Lord, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to continue that. So that will be on a little hiatus right now. Just a little. But yeah, so I'll record that part whenever I can. Possibly tomorrow. But at best, it's either going to be... Actually, it's going to either be Star-Lord or Taskmaster on Wednesday. And once these 2 series are up, I will be starting a couple new ones. And if any of you guys want to see me do any series, I will consider them. Note that I don't know many different animes. I do know some, but I primarily do this, so... But I've been stalling long enough. I'm sorry. I'm rambling on. So... let's get back where we were at. So, it has been a day or two since the sports festival. Mina and Deku's been hanging out every day since. Just trying to get used to the dating scene. Deku never having a girlfriend, and Mina, well, being the outgoing and spontaneous girl she is excited that she's finally dating Deku. Such, all of 1A already knows, because Mina. That's all you have to say is it's Mina. And once Deku gets back, all the guys swarms him immediately, like, you're dating Mina? This is holy cow, dude, you are going up in the world. And Deku's getting flustered, like, how did you guys not... Thought about it for a moment, like, did Mina tell you guys? They all nod with malicious grin. Bakugo with a malicious grin. Well, all of them with grins on their face, basically. Deku is embarrassed, like, yeah, we're dating. So, I really wanted to take things slow, but I guess Mina is now exposing all of that. Mina rubbing the back of her head, like, sorry, Midoriya, you know how I am. Like, yeah, but that's the part of you I love. Didn't realize he said that out loud. He even more flustered. Azaro pops up and, alright, quiet down, everyone. Now, so, we'll be starting your internships here soon. But before that, you all have to pick your hero names. Everyone gets excited. And such... Azara then continue on saying, yeah, now, note this. Whatever hero name you choose now may be yours permanently. You can change it down the line, but that's sometimes rare. Now, I won't be judging the names, because I don't have a good authority on that. going back to the flashback how he got his hero name. So someone else will be helping you choose your hero names as midnight pops out. And yeah, so everyone in canon chooses their hero names exactly except for Deku. He chooses a different one. I bet you all know what this one is already. Deoxys. Everyone is questioning, like, why Deoxys? Like, I don't really know. It kind of feels right to me. And I generally do not have a good explanation why Deoxys. But since he is Deoxys, I'm just going with it. So yeah. So, as such, everyone agrees to it. And yeah. So, after that, Aizawa shows them all the internships they get, like how many offers. Deku, I'm going to say not getting the most, but still getting quite a bit. Reason why, because, well, his confidence isn't the best, so some people think he's not that confident in his abilities. But he is confident in his abilities, just not when it comes to socializing, I guess. So yeah, some people are confused, like, what? Like, he didn't get the most? And who did get the most was Todoroki. And then Bakugo, then Deku. That is how it went. Not because of Deku's personality or power, just how he's not that confident. It did show someone in the sports festival. Plus, most pro heroes don't think he can teach him much, so... Although, a lot do still go after all three of them, so... Aizawa then proceeds to say, no, it used to be more spread out over the years, but there's clearly a select few who's here. So, it doesn't have to do about performance about in the sports festival, but appearance-wise too. Take Midoriya, for example. He sometimes gets flustered during big crowds. That is shown because, well, he seemed to be nervous when conversation. Some pro heroes might not think that he would be confident in his abilities, or perhaps he's just not used to dealing with big crowds, or crowds in general. They all understand. Deku has to agree. He knows he has a problem with that, and he's trying to get over it. So, and Mina is slowly helping in that process. Slowly but surely. So yeah, after that, people start looking over the internships. And I was really trying to think who should Deku internship. Because he doesn't have one follow. If you guys remember, it's Mirio. And there's no reason for him to go to Gran Torino. So... Who should he... Let's say there was an offer from Manuel. Because, well, just for convenience sake. Even though he did get offers like from Ectoplasm, some other psychic-based heroes like that. Some general heroes. But yeah, only reason why he's going to Manuel is because, well, Deku is something like he's not himself, and he wants to make sure he doesn't go after the hero killer, because he did hear what happened to his brother. So he chooses Manuel. So some people are wondering why. He said, there's no reason. I think he could teach me some things. Although he is lying, he's just wanting to make sure Ida's alright. Mina's sensing that, but she doesn't want to part him yet. They will wait until after class. After class, Mina goes up to Deku, telling him we need to talk alone. They go. Deku then proceeds to ask, "What's wrong, Mina? Why are you choosing Manuel Izuku? What are you talking about? I know you, and, well, I can tell when you're lying. Is that obvious, huh? Well, it's because, well, I'm worried about Ida. I know what happened to his brother and all, and I'm afraid he will do something stupid, so I'm just going there to make sure he's alright." Mina hugs him, saying, "You have a kind heart. So I think that's one of the reasons why I fell in love with you." He blushes and hugs her back. "Yeah, same for you." Even though they think they're alone, the other girls were spying and seeing this tender moment. They're all in their minds like, "Aww." So, and they're taking pictures of this too, because why not? They just stood there for a little bit, and after that, they decided to go out for a date. Well, Mina suggested that, but Deku agreed to it. Again, Mina's more outgoing than Deku, so he may not ask for much, even though he does want to do that. And Mina is impatient about that type of stuff, so yeah. And such, it is now coming up to it is the day when they all go to the internships. Deku and Ida gets on the same train. Deku does try to talk to Ida, but he's not really talking back. So he kind of just stayed quiet for the rest of the trip there. After they arrive at Hosu, Manuel is shocked that he didn't just get Ida, but also Deku, the winner of the sports festival. Manuel then proceeds to go to say, "Well, I thought you two would have better offers." "Oh no, this is a good place for me to work at," states Ida. Yeah, I didn't really get those high priority offers, but I do like your agency a lot. So, plus Ida was coming too, so I figured why not. Well, alrighty then. Well, let's go out on patrol then. So they do. Deku is trying to keep a close eye on Ida, but at the same time focus on his work study. Internship. Why do I keep saying work study? Either way. So they do this for a couple of days. Manuel does approach Ida about the stain thing. And then Manuel goes up to Deku like, "Is that why you're here too? To help him catch Stain?" No. I'm trying to make sure he's alright." Says, "I know he doesn't want to talk about it, but I still want to make sure he's alright." Manuel smiles like, "Well, it seems like you have a good friend there, Ida." That's what he's thinking in his head. Ida was already ahead of him, so Manuel wanted to talk to him in private about that portion, if I didn't make it clear enough. So sorry. So that's the Hosu City attack happens. Ida does run off, and Deku did run with Manuel, but after a little bit he noticed Ida's not around. He transformed into his speed form, blitzing everywhere around the air, looking for Ida. In alleyways, anywhere in general. And as such, he does find Ida about to meet his unfortunate end. But before he could, Deku charges in his, base form. That's what I'm just going to call it now. Because it's better than just saying deoxy form. Because that's his hero name, so. But yeah. In his base form, he just hits him, Stain with a powerful punch. Stain, who Who are you, kid? Are you here to exact vengeance with this fake hero too? Like, no, I'm here to protect them. So, he may be doing this for the wrong reason, but that doesn't mean you had the right to kill him. He is just a student. Ida doesn't intervene. Midoriya, get out of here. This is not your fight. He's mine. So, sorry, Ida, but just like All Might says. So, where was it again? Meddling where you don't have to is the essence of being a hero. Stain smiles a malicious grin, and the smile and says, you have some good friends there, Ingenium. So, you boy, it seems you are worthy to live. I'll let you go now if you want. I'll let you live if you go now. Bad chance. I've already died once. I don't mind dying a second time already. Stain, not understanding what he meaning by that, but he is excited for this fight now. He dashes towards Deku, and Stain does throw some knives, but before they could even connect, defense form shield, which gets stopped in the shield, which once he dropped him, they just fell on the ground. Stain not knowing what's going on, like that's never happened before. So, and once that happens, Deku transforms into speed form, blitzing towards Stain, and making a couple of copies of himself. 3 to be exact. Not for a tri-attack, this is a bit too small of an area to do that, so and such. He does leave 2 clones behind to protect Stain and Native and Ida, which he does grab them both to send flying. While Stain is dealing with the others, he's getting more savage with his attacks. Some do connect, but when they do, they slowly heal a bit more. Stain thinking like, what is this kid's quirk, and how come I can't get any blood from him? Because in these forms, I do not think they would have blood. In his humanoid form, yes, he does. They can subtract blood, but actually, do I want to give him blood? Fuck it, yeah, he does have blood, but it's really, he can't cut fast enough to get any blood to come out. It's already healing before it could come out, so, well, he's making it do that, so. After Ida and Native gets out of the alleyway, Deku transforms into attack form, and does couple energy ball shots around the alleyway, with the other 2 clones with one of the clones returning, helping the fight, and Stain gets knocked out. After that, he does call the other pro heroes, letting them know that he captured Stain. The Nomu does not grab Deku, but instead grabs Ida. Deku chases after the Nomu with his speed form, says grabbing Ida and hitting the Nomu point blank range with a psychic slash. So yeah. And the video of Stain does get out to the public of him saying there's no true hero out there other than All Might. So the League of Villains will still have their regular members. So I notice I keep forgetting to do that. So I'm sorry for that. But yeah, so after that they both went to the hospital. Deku not really needing to, but they just wanted them to be safe on that part. And yes, Deku does talk to Ida like, that was very stupid of you, Ida. What would have you done? What would your brother have done if you were in that situation, like he was in? Plus, if you... Ida then says, I'm sorry, Midoriya. You're right. It let my anger cloud me. Such I'm sorry that I caused you this much trouble. It's alright, Ida, but next time before you go out for revenge, contact me. I have a way I could have helped your brother. Ida eyes widen after he hears that. What? What do you mean you can help my brother? Like, well, something I noticed about my my regeneration quirk is that I can basically form a new body. So I could potentially help your brother's cells regrow so he can move his legs again. So he can be a... Ida then says, so he can be a hero again? Like, yes. But we have to do this after you get out of the hospital, okay? Ida, with teary eyes, thinking like his brother can be a hero again. All because of Midoriya. Alright, Midoriya. We'll wait. After that, the police chief comes in, saying like you should have done that. It was illegal of you to do that. But since no one captured the recording of you, we're gonna give the credit to Endeavor. But off record, I do thank you for your work. That type of shit again. And they do get dismissed from the hospital. Their work studies are cut short because of their actions, just like in canon. But once they do get out, Deku does go to Tenya's room, his hospital room. Tenya asks, like, oh, are you one of Ida's friends? Like, yes, sir. Like, I was actually with him during his school year, but me and him never really talked back then. Ah, I see. Well, what can I do you for? Well, I came here to help you. I believe I can heal you, and so you can move your legs again. His eyes widen, hearing that. What? You can restore my movement of my legs? Like, yeah. Says, if you allow me, I can use my quirk. Aren't you? Ida kind of catches it, like, he hesitated to say quirk, but he doesn't focus on that right now. He might ask Midoriya later, but yeah. Midoriya, by the way, had not told anyone in Class 1A about what he is, actually. He doesn't know how they would react to him. If they would treat him any differently, or such. And he's honestly afraid to, if they would find out, would they treat him any differently? Would they see him as a freak? Or would they welcome him with open arms? He doesn't know. And he's afraid to lose everything he has gained so far, including Mina. This is something I kind of thought of a while back to do, so yeah. Tenya does give the okay for that, and the hospital knows that Deku's doing this, so they don't really mind. So Deku put his hand on Tenya in his base form, of course, and the organism that comes out of him, like parts of his organism come from out of him to Tenya. They notice like some red and blue molecules entering Tenya, and as such, Deku is just healing him. Well, not completely. He's mending the broken bones and severed nerves together by combining those cells together with the cells he's putting in him right now. And such, afterwards, he takes a deep breath and thinks, alright, I'm done. I never tried to do anything like this before, so I need to sit down for a moment. He does, breathing quite a bit heavily. Tenya tries to get up, and he's even wiggling his toes. I can feel my toes. I can wiggle them. He gets up, and starts to walk, stumbling at first, but he does. Ida and both Ida brothers cry in relief, like he can still be a hero. And 10 years, who are you, kid? Like, I'm Izuku Midoriya, one of Ida's friends. So, I'm part of Class 1A, but my hero name is Deoxy. Well then, I thank you for the gift of my legs again. So, and both Ida brothers bow their heads, thanking him. Don't thank me. Says honestly, I don't really. So, I would do anything to help a friend of mine. So any of my friends. Ida is happy to hear that. He's kind of sad though that he never even gave Deku a chance in like their first year of school. Like never actually hanged out. They talked and stuff, but never hanged out outside of school. So, yeah. But after a while, all 1A does eventually return back to their school. Ida is more happy than ever, and everyone noticed, like, he's very happy considering what happened. They do eventually ask him, like, hey, why are you so happy? Like, you see, well, Midoriya healed my brother up. They all look at Midoriya immediately. And, like, when can you heal people? And just barrage them with questions like that. Like, how does it work? Can you heal anything too severe? Deku is getting flustered a bit because so many people are surrounding him asking him so many questions. Ida realizing he made a mistake because Deku's not used to doing this type of talk with people like this. Like, well, I just healed him up using some of my regeneration quirk, using the cells within my body to transfer to him, and such replacing the cells I lost to Tenya. So I can pretty much heal anyone who can't walk anymore, like connecting the severed nerves and mend their broken bones. They're all amazed like how well he can heal people. Mina hugs him and gives him a little kiss on the cheek, like that's for helping out Ida there. Deku blushes like, no problem, Mina. Everyone laughs a bit. And Ida is still thinking of how Deku reacted when he was about to say quirk, but he doesn't want to bother Midoriya. He said Deku's already done enough for his family, so he respects his decision of not saying anything about that. And let's see, it is now the secondary test, like the obstacle course part, like when All Might is making people, like 5 students get to him in time. I just realized. The person who's replacing the Mineta in Class 1A, they do meet Shinjo. They're all wondering, like, why is he here? Like, oh, well, he has become part of Class 1A. Yeah, I meant to do that earlier in the video, but I'm just going to do it now. Let's say he was still technically in the support course, but after the sports festival and after the internship, he did intern with Aizawa to train. So, yeah. He did have an internship with me. That was our agreement with him. He would become part of 1A if he would internship under me. Deku did praise him for his quirk, so we took that in consideration, and thanks to Midoriya, we got a pretty good student. Shinjo does become friends with Deku, and he thanks him for helping him. I really didn't do anything. It was your overall skill with your quirk, really. I just hope that you become a great hero in the future. He smiles like, thanks, you too. And now we go to that test, the obstacle portion. everyone is expecting Midoriya to win, and yeah, he does. Like, as soon as it started, basically. And that's one of his new moves he learned. Teleport. Everyone like, what? When did he just move super fast? Or, but no wait, he's still in his base form. What gives? Afterwards, All Might is thinking like, man, if I can get Miria to train with him, maybe Miria can sorry, just burped a bit better with his quirk. Fourth one fall. So after everyone else went, All Might does pull Deku aside. Said, I would like you to meet someone. I think you and him can train together. Alright, who? So he does bring Miria along. Miria says, like, hi there, sir. I only know Miria's first name. Yeah, let's just say Miria. If anyone can tell me in the comments below what Miria's whole name is, then yeah, please do. And said, hi, I'm the Zuku Midoriya. So, All Might, what is this all about? I'm like, well, I would like you and Miria to train together. Says, I think you two can strengthen each other quite well. Oh, I see. So, and Miria said, are you going to tell him, Sensei? Like, I might as well if he is going to train with you, I guess. And All Might debuffs and like, Deku is shocked and surprised. Like, All Might, what's wrong? Like, kid, so this is my true form. I suffered a lot of damage from a certain villain named All For One. And he explains everything that happened to him and how Mirio is his successor, and even showing Deku his scar. Like, All Might, like, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, don't worry, kid, it happens. You know, I can possibly heal that for you. Both of them eyes wide, like, what? You mean you can heal my wound? Like, yeah. You heard how I healed Tensei's wound, didn't you? He, like, thinks about it for a moment. Oh, yeah, but I didn't think you could heal something like this. Like, yeah, well, so, it may take me a little bit, but I can certainly heal it. If you let me have a chance. All Might agrees to it. Such, Recovery Girl is there just in case anything goes wrong. Because she heard how Midoriya healed Tensei, and she wants to make sure this is okay too. Such, he transformed his arm into the blue arm from like deoxy, putting cells in him. His wound is slowly kind of actually, let me explain this a bit more better. If it's an outside wound like that, the cells Deku is putting in him will change the colors of the skin. So it's not like it's going to be blue and red. No, it's just going to be like normal looking skin. And such. It will adapt to All Might, basically. As such, took him, let's say, a half hour to fully recover him. All Might is in his buff form permanently now. Like, I feel better than ever, young Midoriya. Thank you for healing me. Like, no problem, All Might. Are you alright, young Midoriya? Yeah, I haven't gotten used to this type of healing part. But I'm slowly getting better at it. After Tensei, I kind of did it with other materials too. I kind of helped rebuild some buildings, or cracks in buildings, and some other stuff like that. They're all shocked, like he can not only help people, but also repair buildings and other materials like that. I'm honestly thinking, like, man, if he had my quirk, what else could he have done? But it's young Mirio who has my quirk, and I will respect Mirio's decision if he wants to keep it or not. He is my successor, after all. Mirio is like, wow, you're pretty strong. Can you meet fight sometime? Deku said, sure, but not today, please. So I'm kind of tired out for a moment. Oh, understandable. And after that, Deku and Mirio does train quite a bit together. And All Might's time limit has increased. He's still losing one for all, but he's not losing it as fast. He can go at least a day of hero work. And he doesn't debuff. He just, kind of just stay like that permanently now. And that is where I'm going to end it off. So, either Wednesday, I'm either going to do Star-Lord or Taskmaster. One of the two. Which Taskmaster, sadly, is coming close to an end. Temporarily until Season 5. Just like Sub-Zero, that will be put on hiatus until Season 5. But I think my next series you guys will really like. Because I already have the story planned out a bit, and is a new ship, too. Unlike my other past ships, it has so far been Mina and Jiro. And Momo as well, but that's only the first one, so... But yeah, so... I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I might have left some small details out from the beginning, but I somehow did fit them in now, so... Yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Cyberdragon